Good morning, San Jose Middle School Scorpions. It is me, Mrs. Richardson, and I'm back with some announcements for you. I feel like I've been sending lots of emails and written things to you, so I just wanted to start recapping some things just by talking to you. Um, Here is a picture of our first day last year, and I wish you were here. I wish we were doing something fun like this together, but we're going to open school in a new way this year, so I hope you're up for that. There's a couple of things that I wanted to go over with you, so let's start here. We are starting school online, and your first day of school is next Thursday, August 20th, and you need to be ready at 9 a.m. to begin. Okay, so if I were you, I'd start getting up a little bit earlier each day so I can be ready at 9 a.m. On the first day of school. I know that many of us, all of us, I think, are anxious about what it will be like to go back to school online. And so I know there's lots to worry about, and some of you may be feeling anxious. So I just wonder if we could think about it in this way. Let's stop being afraid of what can go wrong and start being excited about what can go right. We could make this a wonderful year. So we're trying lots of new things. We're trying things online and inviting people to things. So it's important for you to kind of move yourself along to try and come to special activities when we offer things, games, and contests. Try to participate because this is what we have. This is the situation we are, and we're trying to make it as fun and as real as possible for you. All right, so I thought to myself, if I were a student, what might be some of my questions? And these are the ones that I came up with. Actually, there was a much longer list, but we'll be seeing each other again. Oh, by the way, I'm sitting right now in the A wing, right outside Ms. Thielen's classroom. So you might have some questions about your Chromebook. You might have some questions about what the schedule looks like and how is this whole thing going to work anyway, and how will you know where to go on the first day of school? And then I want to talk about this question, does it matter if I log on? And the answer to that is yes, emphatically. For lots of reasons. One, you need an education and you need to move forward so you can be successful. But also, more pragmatically or more practically, this is actual real school. This is not an emergency situation like it was in the spring. This is real school. So you have to come to real school. So we'll be taking attendance. We'll be checking to make sure that you're logging in the afternoon to do the work that you have to do in the afternoon. And we'll be calling home and doing home visits and kind of really finding out ways that we can help you participate. So yes, you need to come to school. Starting when? Next Thursday, August 20th. All right, let's move on to this next slide. You might have some questions about your Chromebook. Perhaps it's not working as well as you hoped. Let's see what perhaps you can't find it, or perhaps you're a new student. So the first thing I want you to do is look under your bed and find your Chromebook. You need to find your Chromebook and you need to find your charger. It's probably somewhere in your house. Maybe your brother has it, wherever, but you need to locate that because you need to get that charged up and ready for next Thursday. But what if there's a problem? What if it's not working? Or what if you're a new student and you need a Chromebook? Here's what you do. If you can, send an email to help@nusd.org. Those people there will help you and tell you and maybe schedule a time for you to come to pick up a new Chromebook or drop off your old one. So support is available. They're available to you at the Hill Education Center, which is not far away, on 720 Diablo Avenue. And they're there Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 11:30 until 1 o'clock. But if you can, it's super helpful for you to do this email first. So take care of your Chromebook. Get that done because you need it soon. Okay, so let's answer the question, how is this whole thing working? You know that you've enrolled in flexible learning, the flexible learning plan, which means that we are going to be online when we need to be online. We're going to be hybrid, which means like part-time here, part-time at home, or we might actually be back 5 days a week, depending on what happens with COVID-19. So in order to do that, the schedule has to reflect all those possibilities. And if we are going to have students here on campus, we need to have them in pods, a small group of students that stays together for all of their classes. And so these pods, we decided to arrange them around your elective. So what's important here is that I know that we asked you for a choice in electives and we're trying to honor those, but because of numbers and how things are arranging, you may not get the elective that you chose this first semester. So I'm just preparing you for that. We're doing the best we can. The scheduling is extraordinarily complex, just more than you know. At this point, we would usually be all done, ready to print schedules, and right now we have only about 70% of students with full schedules. So that means that we'll be doing all the rest by hand. So it is a lot of work and it is very complicated. So we ask for your grace and your compassion for that. And also you might just have in your mind that maybe you're not going to get the elective that you selected. I do have people calling and asking about whether we can group specific students together. And because of what I just explained, it is impossible for us to honor those requests. However, we're meeting with staff and we agree that we will keep our grade levels together so that they will move ahead with learning targets approximately at the same time, trying to work on the same things at the same time, so that if you have pods that are meeting, they should be able to help each other. So that is our plan for that. This is still listed as a proposed schedule. We're waiting for waiting for just a little bit more approval, but I think this is what we're planning around. So I just want you to have something in your mind. So remotely on the first day of school, let's not do that. Let's say on a Monday, you're going to go to your first period class. That means you're going to log on to a Google Classroom there of your first period teacher, and you are expected to be engaged with that teacher and with that material for the full hour from 9 until 10. Then there's a little break, and then there's a second period where you will be engaged with another teacher. You log into their Google Classroom. So think about logging into Google Classroom like opening the door and going into your classroom. That's what you're going to do. And then you have a little break, and then third period, you're going to do some more, and then there will be time for you to have some lunch. That's it. And then in the afternoon, we're calling this asynchronous learning. This means that for your periods 4, 5, and 6, your teachers will have left something for you on the Google Classroom, and we have to monitor whether you are on there doing it. So we're going to be checking to make sure that you are on there doing your work. So we're expecting that sometime after you get home, after you eat your lunch, sometime in the afternoon, you have another 60 minutes, 20 minutes per class period of things that you are going to be doing for school. And then we hope to have some after school things, some clubs maybe. So that's what we're just putting on here around 2:15 or so. We might try to get you back for some fun activities. So this is the schedule. We do periods 1, 2, and 3 live on Monday, periods 4, 5, and 6 live on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we have a group. You'll meet with your first period class, and then you'll be doing small groups, enrichment, and support. So GATE groups might be meeting, compacted math people might be meeting. There might be students who need additional help in one topic or another, but the teachers will direct you to come and they will expect you to be there. So we'll be tracking where you are, and then there'll be some places for you to work with administrators and others in case you need questions or supervision. But we're going to be looking to make sure that you are somewhere working on that Wednesday, but it'll be a different kind of a schedule. All right, you can study this a little bit more. We'll have some more conversation about that, but I just wanted to give you a general idea. How will you know what your schedule is? Well, the first thing that needs to be done is you need to confirm your ARIES data. So in order to confirm your ARIES data, this letter went out to parents. You can either log on to your ARIES parent portal and confirm your data there, or you'd have to create a new parent portal. Sixth graders, I'm wondering if you have to do that. So if you do, here's the information you need, and you will probably need to call the office to get it. So that's that. There's instructions for how to do all these things on the NUSD website right here. And while you're in there, you might want to fill out the application for school lunch. It's really important that you do that. You're entitled to it if you are, and it actually helps the school. So if you could fill that out, if you need a free lunch, and you should have it, then log in and get that taken care of. Okay? So that's the very first step that you need to do in order to get your schedule. Then here, I sent this out separately too, so I'm trying to gather all the resources for you in one space. There's a welcome back day for 7th and 8th graders from 9 to 3 on the 19th. On the 19th, the day before school starts. This is a little bit tricky for us because we don't want to get too close to you. We don't want to hug you. We want everything to be as touchless as possible. So we will be handing out schedules at this time, also planners, some paperwork that you might need. So all of that stuff we are going to hand out. It's only going to be in the front of the school. So your parents should park like in the parking lot or on the downhill side of the street, and then you're going to come up with your mask on and pick up these things, and you'll see it'll all be signed very well. You're going to show up by your last name because we don't want to have too many people because we have to honor our social distancing rules. So from 9 to 11, letters A to I. If that's your last name, if your last name is Igor, you should come from 9 to 11. If your last name is Richardson, you should come from 11 to 1. So letters J through R come from 11 to 1. And if your last name starts with F through Z, come from 1 to 3 p.m. This way we can space things out and so no one will be exhausted. Okay, so what if you can't come that day? Well, if you can't come that day, you can probably get online and see your schedule on ARIES. I'm just going to caution you, though, that sometimes we're still making changes up to the very last minute. So the last time you're going to check will be Thursday morning right before school starts. All right, so you can either come to this if you feel comfortable and you want to, or you can just log on to ARIES and see your schedule. Got it? Good. All right, so that's for you 7th and 8th graders. And actually, 6th graders, you're going to come to that too, but let me tell you, you have some extra stuff. So remember when I told you to go out and try new things and engage? And yeah, I need you to do that if you're a 6th grader or a new student to the school. You can come on Monday, the 17th. Again, we're doing these same last name groupings, A to I, J to R, and S to Z. And you can take a walk alone through the campus. We have a fun scavenger hunt for you. It's printed in English and in Espanol, so you can follow this and take a walk and get to know our campus a little bit. You will enter on one side of the campus in the front and exit right outside the other door. So your parents will wait for you outside, parked there. And that is Wednesday, the 17th. I'm sorry, Monday, the 17th. Tuesday is a super fun event. It's a Zoom web. Normally we have a full day of activities for 8th graders talking to 6th graders and bringing them kind of into the Scorpion fold. But this is a little bit weirder, so we're going to do 1 hour of virtual welcome to you, some games, get to know people, some information that you need, 6th graders, and you're going to do that via Zoom. We'll be sending out the invitation to that through your email, and also if you come to the walkthrough, you'll get a little reminder card for that too. And finally, on Wednesday, you can join the 7th and 8th graders and pick up your schedule and some supplies and whatever else you need to be successful. You can come there. So I just want to talk about the supplies for a minute. We sent out a list of supplies that are recommended. We have some extras here, probably enough for about half of our students. So if you need to get some supplies from us, we will have those ready for you. Again, we have enough for about half of our student body. Okay, so that's a lot. I'm going to send this slideshow to you so you have it. What will your parents do while they're outside waiting for you to come back? Well, they could buy you this nice San Jose Spirit t-shirt. We're going to have these in size youth extra large, adult small, and adult medium. The PTA is helping us with this because we think it's really important to try to build some spirit even though we're not together. So the PTA is helping by providing these t-shirts to you at pretty much cost. So the t-shirts are $10 and will be available up by the gym. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. We also have these delightful face masks. You need to wear a mask anytime you are on campus. Wear a mask. These face masks, these San Jose face masks, are available to you for $5. Now, where this gets tricky is we don't want to handle any money. So you can either write a check to SJMS PTA or put $10 in an envelope or $5 in an envelope and put it in a basket and take a shirt or a mask. It's really important that we can't make any change for you. We can't really do anything. It's just going to be you being honorable and us providing this opportunity for you. So $10 for the shirt, $5 for the mask. Your parents can take care of that while you are walking the campus on Monday, and they will also be available on Wednesday during schedule pickup. Oh my goodness, am I still talking, you wonder? Yes, I am. Oh, this is important. So if you have lots of questions, I bet you do, sixth grade parents especially, would you like to meet up on Zoom? This will be a very low structure evening for you to ask some questions in a chat bar. It'll be a big Zoom meeting because there's lots of you. It'll be Monday, August 17th at 6 p.m. I will send to you via email and text the Zoom link as we get a little bit closer. You don't want to put your Zoom link up on social media because lots of people jump in and do things they shouldn't. So I will send it to you directly. Sixth grade parent meetup on Espanol. I'm going to have a translator with me, but it will be martes, 18 de agosto a las 6 de la tarde. So that's the time that we'll be having it. And we will be looking forward to answering all of your questions there. We plan for that to last for about an hour. All right. I do want to let you know that we are very aware of what's happening in the world and that this is a difficult time for many of you. So we want to make sure that we stand for doing what is right, giving everyone equitable access, making sure that we're caring deeply for you and showing you that. So this is the end of the longest announcements in the world. I hope that it's a little bit helpful to you. I will continue announcing things as we go forward. Maybe not every day, but certainly over the weekend, I'll be sending you out another little something. Scorpions, make it a great day. And parents, hang in there.